But just I have some reasons to believe that there might be something in your vehicle. I've been wrong before, but there's just some things I'm seeing that makes me want to go a little further with the investigation, okay?
So I hit my brakes and I just swerved over.
Hello guys, since YouTube completely limits my content and monetization, I have asked for your help. If you like my videos and you can spare even $1, then support me by clicking on thanks button, and I promise to make you happy with the best content. And to everyone who will support me financially, I'll send you videos without editing and censorship, which is restricted by YouTube. Let's get started.
Hey, how you doing, brother? Hey, my name is Joel. I'm with the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. The only reason I'm stopping you is when I was watching over there, you were drifting over that fog line pretty hard. I just want to make sure everything's okay. The only reason I'm stopping you is when I was watching over there, you were drifting over that fog line. Hey, I'm going to have you step out and sit in my passenger seat while I do your warning, okay? Thanks a lot, man.
Where was your customer at? Damn, how far is that from there? What hotel did you stay at? When was the last time you came down this way? You like Houston? So your name is SH0T, SH0T. Oh, SH0T. I think that's the same on. In your address? Yep. Your date of birth? Has this been your truck from the beginning? What year is it? It's horrible. What's your phone number, sir? You live in a house or an apartment? And then what was it you were working on with your customer here? So you brought out the equipment to him, so you can just kind of go there and tell him about it. Did you go over there with anybody else? Have you ever been in trouble with anything? Is your wife? Is that your mom? Do you have anything in your vehicle that you're not supposed to have? Do you have any marijuana in the vehicle? Any cocaine? Any heroin?
This man was just returning home from his work trip when suddenly the cops stopped him and started asking for drugs for several minutes. Looking ahead, he didn't have drugs, he didn't even have a single traffic ticket.
Any THC oil, THC wax, vapes, anything of that nature? Okay. Any types of methamphetamine, being crystal or liquid, any pills that aren't prescribed to you, any hallucinogens, being THC oil, THC wax, anything like that. Do you have any large sums of money over $10,000? Do you have any types of anything illegal? Has anybody asked you to carry anything in your vehicle? And are you the only person that's driven this vehicle for the last 48 hours? Okay. What I am is I'm on what's called a criminal interdiction unit. So I don't have to deal with all that crap. I don't give tickets, I give warnings. And the main reason is I sit on the side of the highway and I'm out here looking for, because it's bad out here. I'm out here looking for big human smuggling, drug smuggling, and all those things like that. So that's what I'm doing. Would you allow me to search your vehicle? Okay. What I'll do is we have a canine pretty close, so I'm going to have a canine come out and do a walk around your vehicle. That way it'll go quicker.
According to the law, if a cop wants to detain someone, he must have reasonable suspicion, but this cop had no objective reason. You know, anything can be called suspicious. A person doesn't look at you, or looks at you too long. A person is relaxed, or too tense. Everything can be suspicious.
But just I have some reasons to believe that there might be something in your vehicle. I've been wrong before, but there's just some things I'm seeing that makes me want to go a little further with the investigation, okay? So that's what we're going to do. I'll wait for a canine. The canine will walk around the outside of your vehicle. If it alerts to anything, then we'll do a search in the vehicle.
Okay, so he got a positive alert on your driver's side door. Is there anything small that you know of? I'm gonna have you sit in the back seat while I search. I'm not gonna put handcuffs on you or nothing right here, but you are detained because of the positive alert. If we don't find nothing in there, then you'll be good to go, man. Okay? Do you have any questions? All right, yeah, it's by the number.
The cop is acting completely illegally and he couldn't even call the dog, because you can only do that if there is a reasonable suspicion. Do you see this on the video? I don't.
I don't know anything about like how the dogs work, but
you know, he wanted to get in there. He sat hard. I tried walking away. He started letting your parking.
Okay, sir. We're done. I'm going to give you this before I forget. Yeah, and then your warning. We took off your car seats so that we could get under the seat. But like I said, I try not to be a jerk about things. because 9 times out of 10, this is what happened.
And the next case I just can't tell you about. Cops took a man's life and pretend to be heroes. Let's see how it was reported on the news.
It happened Wednesday evening at the Peppermill Apartments at Kendall Lakes, residents sharing cell phone video of the scene.
No, it's him. It's this kid.
Police showed up after receiving a 911 call of a violent argument happening with a woman screaming inside of an apartment.
You can hear them from the outside in the parking lot, and you can hear her screaming, you need to get a job, you need to start working.
Police entered the apartment and found Hollis armed with 2 knives. They tried to de-escalate the situation, but police say he refused to comply, forcing an officer to fire his gun. Hollis was taken to Kendall Regional Hospital, where he later died. Neighbors tell us he and his mother have had arguments in the past.
This isn't the first time that they fought and argued and had cops show up.
We knocked on his mother's door multiple times. She chose not to speak with us, but neighbors describe her as...
She was a pretty nice lady, had a couple dogs.
She's a wonderful person. It's surprising to me what happened.
In April of 2021, at the same apartment complex where he was shot by police, Hollis was arrested for battery on an elderly after he pushed a man to the ground.
The cops deleted the shots from their body camera, and I can show the violent footage, but to anyone who helps my channel, I will definitely send the full version. Let's watch.
You didn't make yourself clear, no, and with your condition, the way you're acting, we are going to break the door down.
32, rock hold here.
You are? Wait, possible knife.
Right, good.
Go.
Drop the fucking knife! Drop the fucking knife! Drop it! Drop it! Drop the fucking knife! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! I'm gonna fucking shoot you! Get out of the way, man! Hold on!
Those in the car!
Go!
You killed him?
The cops came because the man allegedly threatened his mother with a knife. But the only problem was that she didn't want to let the cops into the house and was talking to her son. Don't you think that's inconsistent with the cops' word?
Start CPR if he's out.
Come on.
You know,
The saddest part is that this wasn't the first time the cops had come to this apartment. They knew the man had a mental disorder, but he wasn't a criminal. But they didn't care. And we move on to the next video.
He swerved and ended up hitting this, and his airbag went off, and so now he's kind of a little out of it. And that's my car, and I just kind of slammed on the brakes. I didn't see anything that happened. I have absolutely no idea.
Okay. Let me talk to him real quick. What's his name?
George Cruz?
George Cruz? Okay.
Did somebody call you?
Yeah. The whole neighbor. I'm working the special detail in here, and everybody keeps driving up to me.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, where's he at?
Hey, babe, how you feeling?
Let me come around to that other side and talk to him. Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Can you tell me what happened?
A Manatee County commissioner who's driving under the influence charge asked the courts to throw out body camera footage from the responding deputies and any statements he made in those videos.
I was coming through the gate and somebody cut me off and blew right past me, and I tried to like hit my brakes and curve around them and just cut a curb.
Okay. So you're saying that somebody was going around you?
Somebody cut, our whole road's being ripped up. So they try to curve around me, so I hit my brakes and I just swerved over here.
Okay. Alright, why's your shirt wet? What's going on with your shirt?
It's sweat.
It's a sweat. Because
from the airbag?
The airbag just...
Well, the airbag doesn't have water in it, so...
It doesn't have water. Why is there water?
Because I'm stressed.
Stress? Okay. Alright, we got EMS coming to check you out, okay? Alright, so just stay in the car for me. Do you have your license on you?
George Cruz was charged with a DUI after an incident in which he crashed his truck into a tree in the Greyhawk Landing community where he lives.
I don't need EMS.
Well, we'll have them at least come check you out. Airbag deployment and stuff like that, you want to have them at least looked at.
I live a half mile from this house.
Okay. All right, just hang out for me, okay? I'll be back with you in a second. Okay. It's just easy, simple single vehicle crash. You need anything from me? All right.
Representative. I love that everything is technological nowadays. Yes, live agent, please. Thank you.
Okay. This deputy's going to do a traffic crash, single vehicle. You understand your husband could go to jail for intoxicated driving, so you need to just talk to him about that. He's obviously impaired. It's obvious. This kind of crush depth for this kind of crash, he was not doing the speed limit that this road requires. If he's saying that somebody went around him...
Deputies with the Manatee County Sheriff's Office didn't arrest the commissioner or file charge against him the day of the single vehicle crash. Instead, they let his wife drive him to their nearby home. She later came back to the scene to collect his traffic citation and had the truck towed.
I will say, though, that this asphalt has been a complete shit show.
Oh, I agree.
And if you get one wrong swerve, it can cause you to go, and people are
to a degree. If you're driving the speed limit that he should have been driving, that would not have been the case. You can hold control of your vehicle. It's not that slippery. I've driven up and down this road for the last 4 hours, okay, at the posted speed limit, and I've had no issues controlling my vehicle. Hello?
Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hang on one second.
So just be mindful of that. I know who your husband is, okay, and this could have turned out very badly, and he just needs to be more cognizant of that.
Yes.
All right, whether or not somebody cut him off or not, we'll take that with a grain of salt. But the speed that he was driving was not the speed limit. It was well over the speed limit because there's over 2.5 feet worth of crush damage on this tree. This truck only weighs about 6,000 pounds. I'm a trained traffic investigator. That kind of crush depth would not have happened if he was only traveling at 25 miles an hour. Okay.
Cruz paid the $166 fine and attended traffic school, according to court's records. Following the crash, the sheriff's office submitted evidence to state attorney's office for consideration. But a new traffic citation charging him with driving under the influence was issued in June.
So, there's no reason why he should have been driving, especially if you were right behind him. I mean, you guys are very aware of how this law works. You're very smart people, there's no reason he should have been driving. You guys have to be mindful of that, because then our hands are tied, and then we have to make phone calls, and other people have to be involved, and it puts everybody into a really crappy scenario, and I don't want to be there. The benefit here is that nobody out of the 7 people that stopped and told me about this, nobody stayed to say he was in that car. Had that been the case, my traffic units would have been here, worked the crash, worked the DUI, and he would have gone to jail, because he was obviously impaired. Nobody that's driving a car that has all their faculties about them wouldn't know where the water came from on his truck, on his shirt. It's because he had a drink in his hand, and when he crashed, the drink went all over him. And an airbag, this crash in and of itself in the airbag wouldn't put somebody into that big of a loop that he didn't know what happened.
Friends, write your opinion in the comments. I think we have a lot to discuss. And to everyone who will support me with the thanks button, I will be very grateful, and as a token of gratitude, I will show the whole videos in full version and without censorship.
And it's because he's intoxicated. So please, please, please have a very candid conversation with him about it, that this could have been very, very bad for him.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't appreciate being not given factual points about what happened.
I've never been in this situation.
I know, and that's why I'm telling you. The way to get out of the situation is nobody drives. We have Uber, we have Lyft, we have places that'll pick up your car and tow it for free. You're with him. I imagine you were with him.
I was a couple minutes behind him.
Okay, so
thank you.
Okay,
thank you.
All right.
Thank
Just
you.
please. I don't ever want to have to do this to a public official at all. Okay. All right. He's gonna do the crash. It should be fairly quick. He probably won't stay. You'll just have to stay and wait for the tow truck to get here and pull the car off.
Yep.
There's no property damage or anything, so Greyhawk doesn't even have to be involved. So it should just be you and your insurance at this point. Okay? Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Be careful. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. I think there were very hot and interesting videos today. I will be grateful to you for your support, for subscribing, for your every like and every comment. Videos are released every day, so click on the bell to not miss. See you tomorrow.